How do you overcome the loss of an younger brother? Need not be younger brother. In your case, yes, it's younger brother. The most difficult emotion to deal with is always the loss of a loved one. Life seems so futile when that happens. You feel as if nothing is worth it when that happens. And you're right when you lose people who are younger to you. Because somewhere in our mind, we feel with age death can come. It should never be premature. And somewhere when that happens, no matter how strong, no matter how matured you are, after the entire Bhagavad Gita was delivered, a wisdom that a lot of evolved souls believe, a lifetime can be lived generation after generation after generation on the wisdom that is available. And Krishna did personal coaching of Arjuna. At least all of you learn Bhagavad Gita by somebody explaining it to you. Here he learned it from the source, and after the entire Bhagavad Gita was delivered, and his own son perished in the battlefield, Arjuna was not able to handle. He was emotionally crestfallen. Jesus Christ on the cross epitome of faith and surrender. Messenger, Son of God, and yet on the cross. Somebody who just few moments ago had the magnanimity to forgive, pray for forgiveness of those who crucified him. So close to death, did whisper, "My Father, why did you forsake me?" Man is not designed to deal with end. So first of all, you being shaken, you being emotionally wrecked, I think you should recognize it's a natural part of being human. You're just being real. You're not being fake. Maturity is not behaving as if nothing affects you. That's acting. So it's very natural part of the whole thing. But I have one gentle suggestion and something which is very segmented, but I want to share both. So not only you, whoever can benefit. First, accept. If these emotions are swallowing you, it's very natural part of whatever you are going through. It is being real, it's being human, and we are fragile at an emotional level. So you go through what you go through. You don't have to hide from it. You don't have to fake it. You don't have to escape it. It's okay. I am not ashamed of my crying, let me tell you. In fact, I am proud of my tears. Every time I find myself in tears, I feel so real. I feel I'm living my life because God designed me to be emotional. Otherwise, He wouldn't have given me an emotional personality. So I'm designed to be, so it's okay. To know that in form, that person will not be there again for me to see, to know I won't be able to touch the person again, to know that I will not be able to hear the voice of the person again, is not easy for anybody. In fact, if it doesn't jolt you, you need help. If it shakes you and it creates all very natural. Having said this, don't get into the trap of guilt. Don't play God. If I had done that, maybe I would have saved them. If I have done that, I could have this thing. Your time of birth and your time of death are existential decisions. Man can do whatever you. If by decision people can have a child, everybody will have a child. If by decision I can fix the time of birth, every infinities want every child to be born at 11:11. You can't control that. It's a factor way beyond finite capabilities of man, finite capabilities of science. Even science, no, we decided to do a C-section. Even if you do a C-section, to get the child out exactly at the precise time, it's not in your control. And same is the case with the end. If the end has come, the end has come. I could have given this treatment, I could have taken them to that hospital, I could have given them this kana which they asked, I should have made a call to them. And don't get into this guilt trap. Death creates guilt in everybody, feeling, I could have, don't play God. You are only man, you did the best you could do. And there is nothing in the power of man, whoever you are. You can be Mahatma, you can be Son of God, you can be a Messiah, you can be an incarnation. There's nothing in the power of man to alter existential timing. You cannot alter existential timing. Now I had to take this question. I had to take this question. I could have gone for the next question to the laptop and I wouldn't have seen this question. Nothing in human capacity alters existential time. So don't go into this guilt. Having said this, the general thing I tell everybody is, even God can take a loved one from you only in the physical plane. Even God cannot take a loved one from you, from your mental plane. My brother lives in San Francisco. About 3 years ago, on August 28th, I lost my mother. My brother was devastated the most in the entire experience. He used to see her once a year and occasional video calls. Had to tell my brother, this is San Francisco, this is India. This is where in San Francisco you were there, and this is where in India Amma was there. Both of you were from two different geographies, and there was only limited interaction or relationship between the two of you. I want you to see death like this. I told my brother, I am telling you right now, Earth is one geography. And my mother is not there in the physical geography anymore. She's there in a spiritual geography beyond the comprehension of finite intelligence. But she's still in a different geography, and you're in San Francisco. Except those few days you interacted with her at a physical level, year on year. The only relationship you had with Amma was what you had in your own mind, and that even God cannot take it away. In fact, arrogantly in prayer you can say, my Lord, you can take my younger brother from the physical plane, but till you take me from the physical plane, even you cannot take my younger brother from my mental plane. Human memory is a treasure house. Like how all of you go to YouTube channel to watch, every human being has been bestowed with this iTube channel, human memory. Any number of times you can keep reliving. I'm telling you, in that sense, my mother is not gone for me. Physically, she is not there. Now I'm playing it differently. I'm thinking she is living in San Francisco with my younger brother, And I am here in a different geography, and my memory is there. The number of memories, the number of moments, the number of experiences I can relive and recall, like in the Guru Purnima Infinipath, I told you. At least recall 11 experiences. And like that with your younger brother, and in my case with my mother, there are infinite experiences to relive and recall. And it never has to leave you. Even now, one of my most favorite expression, even today, is this. Though she is not there physically for last 3 years. Amma, you alla enna romba pattrama. It actually means saying that why, mother, these people are troubling me a lot. You know, as if, my valla romba pattrama enna. Even now, that's one of my favorite expressions. And I feel I'm still talking to her. Because she is in a different geography. I'm still there in an earthly plane, and she is there in a spiritual geography. Leverage this treasure house. And don't hang a picture in the house as if, I don't know why we have a specific type of picture when we lose our loved one. When a person is alive, we have happy pictures, pictures of togetherness, pictures of various expressions, smiling. The moment a person dies, we hang a photograph of a person. Looking at it, you feel it's better they have died than being alive. No. What does it mean your happiest face with that loved one that you have lost? I won't use the word younger brother now because I want to generalize this. What is your happiest face with that person you have lost? Get a picture from that time and put it on the wall. Dead or alive, the very thought of a person should trigger bliss and love in you and not regret, remorse and guilt in you. If possible, create a wall, younger brother wall full of happy memories. Every time a guest comes home, post-corona, every photograph should enable you to tell another fascinating story. You should be able to cry, you should be able to laugh, you should be able to smile between tears and cherish and celebrate this. This is conquering life with human maturity. This is your way of telling God. Just because you have taken somebody physically away from me, you can't stop me from still cherishing, celebrating that they will still be a part of my happy recall, happy memories. There will still be a celebration in my life. And the very thought of them will still trigger bliss and love and not remorse and regret. You will miss him. You will always miss him. Mahatria is live with you right now. At 11, 12, I will go into a different geography and we won't be able to relate. 1 week later only I'll come. In this 1 week, Mahatria can only be a cherished recall for you. It's not a live experience. And same is the case with having lost someone. Not trying to bring religion in. But for those of you who believe in karmic theory, please understand this. The soul, having attained its karmic fulfillment, will not remain in the body anymore. From where we see it, we call it death. If you understand spirituality, you will understand that soul has just been liberated from this body. Will you continue to sit in the vehicle after reaching the destination? You start your car, you want to go somewhere, you already reached the destination. Will you continue to sit in the vehicle or you will get down from the vehicle? That soul took this body as its vehicle for certain karmic fulfillments, and having attained that karmic fulfillment, why will it continue to stay in the vehicle? It has just disembarked. Either I can continue to see that as death and regret it, or scripture tells you it's a moment of liberation. They have been liberated from that body. So younger brother has actually attained a spiritual attainment. You and me are still having karmic debts to fulfill, so we are still embodied and still fighting through life and dealing with corona transitions and some of our loved ones. Liberated souls, having reached the destination, will you still remain in the vehicle? The soul, having attained its karmic fulfillment, has disembarked from this body. It's a moment of liberation. Accept the spiritual explanation. Cherish the mental presence of this person. I always tell people, with eyes open, you can miss anybody. With eyes closed, you miss nobody. Because the moment I close my eyes, now in that inner universe, it's up to me to create what I want to create, whom I want to create, and what I want to experience. It need not be death. For someone where Sunday after Sunday after Sunday for 2.5, 3 hours, I've hugged these people, I've lived with people. With congregation not allowed, I have not been doing live teaching for such an, and I've lived for 25 years, I've been surrounded by people. There isn't a day where I have not hugged at least 100 people. With eyes open, I can either miss all of them, or with eyes closed, I can experience any of them. Up to me. With eyes open, you can miss. With eyes closed, in your inner universe, everything is still with you, within you. So miss your brother in the outside universe and cherish your brother in your inner universe.